Number 23, Ashley Masterson. Number 12, Maddie Deneen. Number 11, Mary Kate Doyle. Number 20, Mia Summer. And number 3, Cosette Lapour. Head coach of the Warriors is Keyshawn Macklin. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineup for the Canaan Rams. Number 11, Lila Donaldson. Number 20, Fiona Bauer. Number 24, Tia Kimiko. Number 32, CC Harrison. Number 35, Claire Ogden-Van Rams head coach Kim Palmer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise for the playing of the Star Spangled Banner.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome inside the New Canaan High School Gymnasium. We are sorry for the technical difficulties, but we are now underway here with girls basketball, the Rams versus the Warriors of Wilton High School. Alongside my partner, Ryan Bell, I'm PJ Neville, as we just gonna hop right into this one. You see a pass go out of bounds, but the Rams retain possession under their own hoop. So now Fiona Mueller on the inbounds pass, number 20 for this New Canaan team. As you see a little bit of a switch up on the floor, Lila Donaldson is starting tonight in place of Grace Driscoll. That's something that we don't really see from this Rams team. Switching it up is Coach Palmer. As you see a little bit of a shortened bench today from New Canaan. And now Wilton, the pass inside and a foul from Claire Ognabeni. Rams currently up 4-2 here. 6 minutes and 4 seconds left in the first period of action. As we see New Canaan with an early substitution here. Callie Patterson coming into the game for what seems to be, Claire Ognabeni. I believe that's her second of the night already. So Ognabeni gonna be short on minutes tonight for this New Canaan team. She's really the star of this team. So that's something that you don't want to see if you're Coach Palmer and that coaching staff. Now Fiona Mueller, layup no good. And Wilton pushing it up the floor. Deep pass and layup is good by the Warriors. Now 4-4 here. 5:45 left in the first period of action. Tia Kivico back to Mueller. Fiona Mueller scanning the floor. Finds Callie Patterson down the paint, back to Mueller. Now cutting Cece Patterson. Oh, near opportunity there for New Canaan. Now Wilton with it in the backcourt, working it up the court. Now Wilton moving the rock around. Driving inside and mid-range shot, no good. So now New Canaan moving it back up the floor with Tia Kivico. Fiona Mueller driving inside with her left, layup, blocked. Now Wilton rushing up the floor. We've got a travel there. Number 3 for the Warriors. We get timeout by New Canaan early in this one. So 4:50 remain in the first period of action. New Canaan tied with Wilton, score of 4-4. As we take some time for these coaches to meet with their players. And just another quick apology for the technical difficulties. Getting a late start to this one. Still trying to catch back up. But nevertheless, we're playing some good basketball here on a nice Friday night, January the 26th. New Canaan versus Wilton. The boys of New Canaan at Wilton. There's a game, I believe, starts at 7, not at 6, but I am not 100% sure about that. As we see Kivico over to Mueller. Fiona Mueller waiting for the play to develop. Now Mueller over to Callie Patterson. Patterson to Donaldson. Lila Donaldson scan the floor. Lila Donaldson's layup up and good. Lila Donaldson, believe that's her, potentially that's her first career varsity point as a New Canaan Ram. So if that is, congratulations to Lila. As we see ball on the floor now in the hands of Cece Patterson. Patterson working it up the floor. And now that ball stolen from Fiona Mueller. And Wilton working it up, but kicked ball there by Mueller as she stopped the bounce pass from going in between her legs. And we have an inbound under their offensive hoop for the Wilton Warriors. Now Wilton swings it around the point. Rose Biella with it. Now into the corner, back up to Biella. Now shot from way downtown, no good. And Callie Patterson with the rebound. Fiona Mueller taking it up the court. Mueller's layup up nearly went in there as the ball Knocked around on the floor, and now in the hands of the Wilton Warriors. Wilton working it up the court. And shot. No foul there. Coach Palmer wanted one. Now New Canaan. Tia Kivico to CC Patterson. Patterson kicks it out to Mueller. Back to Patterson. CC Patterson finds Tia Kivico. Kivico to Mueller. Two captains working the ball. And now Mueller finds Kivico on the wing. Tia Kivico gets a screen from Callie Patterson. Now Kivico with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Kivico's shot up, but there's a foul on that one. So way to capitalize by New Canaan. That foul looks to be on number 2, Rose Biella for Wilton. As we have a couple of substitutions pending, but Kivico will take this first free throw before. Kivico's shot off the front rim. Now 2 substitutions come in. We've got number 5, Addie Von Loser for Wilton, and number 12, Eliza Lorenz for New Canaan. Kivico's second shot up, and nothing but net there. Now Wilton surveying the floor. Biella swinging the ball really well as Wilton. That shot, no good. Maddie Dineen, the captain, couldn't quite convert on that one. Now Kivico inbounding it to the freshman Eliza Lorenz. Lorenz, one of the 2 freshmen for this New Canaan team. Number 30, Ali Cecilia, the other one. Not in the game right now. But nevertheless, Lorenz with the ball. Looking for a pass, finds one to CC Patterson. Patterson to Kivico. Kivico drives inside. Kivico's shot is up and good. Tia Kivico extends the Rams lead to 5 as the referee gets a timeout. And player, I believe, that's number 2, Rose Biella, needs to tie her shoe.
All right, well, I'm Ryan Bell, just joining in. A little late here. So, PJ, what's going on right now?
I mean, this Rams team, right, they're killing them inside. New Canaan's got, I think, probably 4 layups and a free throw on the scoreboard right now. So they're really killing them inside. Obviously, sorry for the technical difficulties to you viewers at home, but New Canaan up 5 right now. And we're seeing a really short bench from New Canaan today. Agna Benny got taken out early with two fouls. As we see, missed free throw there by Wilton. Number 23, Ashley Masterson. But New Canaan, really short bench today. Looks like Grace Driscoll, the typical starter, is not playing today. Potentially out with an injury. I'm not 100% sure on the specifics. But Lila Donaldson is the substitution for Driscoll. So Donaldson got the start tonight. She's already got 2 up on the scoreboard.
So far, 9-4 right now. Is New Canaan more offensively? What's it been, like out perimeter shooting or more inside of a drive?
Well, it's definitely been inside. All game long, they've been trying to get it inside. I haven't really seen maybe any perimeter shots so far.
Some butter right there from Wilton. Number 12, Maddie Dineen with the 3-pointer, and now Kivico at the guard. We'll see kind of for New Canaan more of like a mixed rotation. Sometimes you see Kivico bringing the ball down, but also Fiona Mueller sometimes. So just for New Canaan, maybe a matter of kind of getting into that swing. It's good pressure defense up top by the Warriors. It's now CC Patterson with the ball. Over to Fiona Mueller. Mueller makes a move, driving inside. Blocked. Looks like she might have got hit in the face there. Coach Palmer maybe a little upset that there's a no call. Open three-pointer for Wilton. That one's way off the mark, rebounded by Kivico. Now, see how this transition will go for the Rams.
Shot clock turned off.
Drive by CC Patterson. She's fouled. See if she'll be heading to the line for 2 shots. 24 seconds to go in this first quarter. A 2-point lead for the Rams so far. So it will be 2 shots for CC Patterson, as I think PJ after the shot might be getting a sub from the Rams.
Yeah, it looks like the freshman number 12, Eliza Lorenz, is coming in for a second shift of the night. I would kind of assume in place for Fiona Mueller after,
Nope.
or sorry, Kivico, I was going to say in place of Mueller because of her eye getting hurt there. Looked like she was a little shaken up.
Yep, Patterson first free throw off the mark. Here comes the second. A little bit too strong there. Ball out of bounds. Got some players diving on the floor. I'd like to see just a little bit of grit, and I'm sure some of the coaching staff, Coach Silvestri, maybe Coach Rowett, is trying to, wanting more offensive play. Because a last game that we called, New Canaan, not very physical. I think it was at the Danbury. Or what game did we do? Ludlow, Fairfield Ludlow.
That was Fairfield Ludlow,
yeah. I mean, we saw a few times where New Canaan were not diving on some of those loose balls that were just kind of around the floor, and that really hurt them that game. So I think tonight we'll try and see something different. So there's 18 seconds left with Wilton inbounding. Up top, we'll see how the Rams will try and counteract this. Because you got to imagine Wilton was going to take the last shot of the first quarter. There's a good drive in. Missed layup off the mark from Lorenz. And now Wilton under 5 seconds to go. Got to get something. There's a turnover. Mueller
tripped up, and she is in pain there. That's something that you don't like to see if you're New Canaan.
Maybe
Mueller.
Yeah, it's not good because she got also hit in the face earlier. Now, maybe something with the leg there. So you got to hope she's all right. And again, probably have to imagine maybe a substitution at the start of the second quarter. But PJ, for Wilton, only down by 2 points so far. What do you see in that, first quarter?
It was a real defensive battle here. New Canaan, this team, right? They're typically used to playing a lot of pressure, full court press. They like to run a lot, but we didn't see any of that really in the first quarter. So I wonder if that's kind of, strategy because this Wilton team, they move a lot slower or something. But New Canaan really falling back in on defense, especially, maybe it's also due in part to the shortened bench tonight, right? We're seeing only, looks like 9, maybe 10 healthy players available for tonight's contest. We see number 21, Shannon Ratner, and number 23, Grace Driscoll, both look to be out for this one tonight. And then also Claire Ognabeni already with 2 fouls. So her minutes are going to be limited early in this one.
Again, if you're just joining us here at the New Canaan High School Gymnasium, I'm Ryan Bell, joined with PJ Neville as we start the second quarter. I think a scoreboard showing 3, but yeah, there we go.
There it is.
Second quarter. A 9-7 lead for New Canaan, a little bit of a low scoring. We'll see kind of how that will shift throughout the game. As Wilton taking a deep three-pointer, that is on the money. I think that was number 12, Maddie Deneen for 3, as now the Warriors retake this lead. See, Fiona Mueller is still on the floor, so I think kind of recovering maybe from those 2 kind of early offset little injuries she had. We'll see Patterson now back up top to Mueller. Ooh, risky pass from Mueller, but able to draw the foul, so Kivico, the little push foul. Now Wilton making a substitution. It's the second foul. So we'll see probably Kivico as we have a substitution. Ali Cecilia coming in for Tia Kivico, and now Cecilia running the point. Up top, see if she'll try and find Ognabeni down low, kind of in the paint. That's where she's best, able to score most of her points there. She's trying to swing this one around. Donaldson back up top to Mueller. Again, finding Ognabeni down low in the paint. A lot of contact, no call. Donaldson again puts it up. Some missed shots there by the Rams. We'll see how Wilton will get it back, but a little bit of press there. from New Canaan. Just trying to swing this one around. Looks like a little zone look from the Rams, so something a little new by New Canaan. There's a shot off the mark. And New Canaan will get the ball. I think that shot was by Masterson. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. I didn't see the S. Rosters are a little bit too small, PJ, you know? Mueller swinging that one over to Cecilia. It's going to stay with New Canaan. Trying to find Lila Donaldson on that right side. That is now New Canaan again, working it down low to Ogdenbenny. Mueller maybe thought about the three-pointer. Back out to Cecilia. Mueller with the drive, kick out to Donaldson. Good passing by New Canaan right here, just trying to work it around. You gotta imagine they're trying to get this down in the paint. Now it is gonna be a 3-second call on Ogdenbenny, so you gotta keep moving around in your paint. Can't be staying still there, PJ.
Yeah, that's one of those things, right, in basketball that besides really the first time that you get called on it for a game, you're not really thinking about it right in the back of your mind. Maybe some players, you get to travel there. So kind of back-to-back turnovers by these teams. But an inside 3-second, that's one of those things that if you're a player inside, you're not really anticipating, right? You're not moving about unless it already has happened. As we see Ogdenbenny really playing outside of the paint already because she doesn't want to get another one. That's one of those fouls or turnovers more that your coaches don't like because they're so preventable. As we get another one.
So back-to-back 3-second calls on Claire Ogdenbenny. And that's the thing when you're a big guy in basketball, always down low, you're going to get called for 3-second calls, you know, NBA, college, you know, even here. And maybe you have probably got some 3-second calls.
I definitely have during my playing times.
Yeah, and it happens. It happens to everyone. As Wilton now with the quick change of pace, open three-pointer. That one off the mark. Gets the bounce for the offensive rebound. Swings that one over. Another three-pointer. That's good from Maddie Deneen. Another three-pointer. Now it's a 4-point Wilton lead. So New Canaan 9-4, right? Now it's a 9-0 run for Wilton. So you got to try and respond here. Get a quick basket. You see Ogdenbenny now kind of at that free throw line away from the paint. So you just try and work it down low to her. Drive in. Mueller, tough shot. Ogdenbenny able to get it. She's going to get fouled, kind of double teamed in the paint there. That's going to probably work a lot tonight for New Canaan because every time Ogdenbenny's going to get the ball in the paint, a lot of people are going to try and swarm her, try and block her. But that's the thing also is free throw shooting, right? You heard of hack-a-shack in the NBA when you try and foul Shaquille O'Neal because he wasn't the best free throw shooter, and maybe some teams will try and implement that on Ogdenbenny, but if you make your free throws, hey, free points. So there you go. First shot is good. Wow. It's good. I think Barry Zhao and some crew over there.
Yeah, finally get some music. We've also got the dance team coming out at halftime. We see them lined up. But really, you know, the whole crowd, besides the student section showing out for tonight's game. But Ogdenbenny, right, we talk about her impact in most games, as we see there. But tonight's game, probably bigger than ever. She's the tallest player on this court, probably by a good 3 to 4 inches over some of these Wilton players and obviously her New Canaan teammates. So she's going to have a huge impact today down inside in the paint.
Wilton again trying to find the three-point shot. They're going to get another open look for three. That one off the backboard. Offensive rebound, no good. And Cece Patterson able to collect it as a timeout going to be called by Coach Kim Palmer. It's about 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 2-point lead for Wilton right now. PJ, what do you like from the Warriors?
I mean, they're really, right, they've come out to play in this second quarter of action. New Canaan went into the first period break with a lead of just 2 points, but Wilton has turned that around, and they've had a 4-point swing in this second quarter.
Yeah, and when looking at New Canaan, what do you like to see from them?
I would really like to see more of that full court press that we've seen in previous games. This team, they really do a good job of getting under their opponent's skin and pressuring them into some bad passes and some turnovers, but we haven't seen it today. And I know, right, they're trying to get some players you know, some breathing room because they've got a little bit of a shortened bench tonight, but you've still got to, you know, get under your opponent's skin with the full court press if it's worked out for you all season long.
Yeah, so we'll see kind of how New Canaan will at least try and make a response here. Obviously only the second quarter, so, you know, we'll see. This is Kiviko will bring the ball down. She'll bring the ball down the floor here over to Fiona Mueller. Trying to work that one in to Ogdenbenny. Over to Patterson on that wing. A lot of wing play. Good cut by Patterson. Back out. Cecilia for three. That one, air ball, so Wilton will get the inbound under the basket. You see Fiona Mueller just kind of going, I was going to say a little press, just trying to press up on the point guard. As Wilton will now try their best to just try and bring this one down the wing. Again, trying to find a lot of this play inside, more interior baskets. We'll see how that one's going to look, because, I mean, Wilton's been really, majority of these three-point shots have been from the Warriors. That's just a good job by, you know, the Wilton coaching staff, able to orientate that. As on this left side, trying to find that one into the paint. Almost stolen away. It looked like Kiviko might have had it for a sec, but unable to get it. Under 3 seconds to go on the shot clock. Forced stop blocked. And Patterson is going to swing that one over to Mueller. Cecilia, the freshman, over to Mueller. We'll see Ogdenbenny maybe down low. Got to imagine she'll try and get a touch here, as Patterson gets this one on the wing. Over Kiviko. This man look from Wilton so far. Here the Wilton coach happy with the defense so far. Cecilia almost lost it. Gets it one over to Tia Kiviko. Deep three from Kiviko off the mark, just trying to beat that shot clock. Will be a shot clock violation.
Yeah, since the shot didn't hit the rim, that is considered a violation. So Wilton, I mean, the result probably would have been the same. It's just kind of Wilton gets a more settled opportunity now to push the ball up the court. Yeah,
so dropping back, pressure is New Canaan and Fiona Mueller, allowing the Warriors to get past half court. Good pressure by Kiviko. Swings that one over corner, baseline drive inside the middle. Ooh, there's a foul. Kiviko might have took the worst of that one there. Coach Silvestri kind of yelling in there. Coach Rowett as well. It's going to be 2 shots for Wilton. The foul was on Tia Kiviko, her second of the night. 2 shots for Wilton. That first free throw is good from Masterson. She'll look to make this a 4-point lead. That second free throw, no good. Rebound by Patterson.
And that's huge because it stays a 1-possession game here. 3 minutes to go into halftime. Pretty low-scoring affair to this point, right? We're used to probably a 20 to 30-point first half by both of these teams. As you see, a lot of intensity going on here. Claire Ogdenbenny and number 21 for Wilton, Abby Phelan, getting into it early here. Phelan was really, you know, Ogdenbenny's a much better player, or sorry, not much better, but, you know, much taller, right? She's a dominant force in the paint. So Phelan trying to kind of get under her skin and get aggressive with her, and it works out in Wilton's favor as Ogdenbenny, right, she sensed the aggressiveness and kind of just fired back.
That shot, a lot of contact. Ogdenbenny really boxing out there. So there's a jump ball, will be New Canaan ball.
Yeah, and that was a questionable no call on the shot there. I saw Fiona Mueller really kind of go flying into the wrist of the shooter. Looked like number 11, Mary Kate Doyle.
As Fiona Mueller will dribble the ball down the floor here. Just under 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. So New Canaan still only a 1-possession game, so you're going to try and cut this lead down before halftime, go into the locker room, just a little bit of that momentum.
And just another thing to note, Ryan, Agnebenny is back on the bench with what I believe is her 3rd foul after that one that occurred on the Rams' last offensive possession.
Mueller driving in. She's going to get fouled. You know, that's the thing for New Canaan, just driving in, getting fouls. That's going to really get you opportunities, send you to the free throw line, which will be Fiona Mueller to shoot 2. And just really a key to success at any level of basketball, just trying to drive in. You got to be as aggressive as you can, get fouled. First free throw off the mark from Mueller. Got to box out here if you're New Canaan on the second shot. Try and get an offensive rebound, because that's the key in these high school basketball games, offensive rebounds. But no need to do it there as Mueller knocks down. Love it from the band over there. So under 1:50 to go. Tivico in there on the floor. I think jump ball should be Wilton ball, which it will be. So there's an inbound under the basket. Maybe we'll try and see if any draw play. Another one of those baseline drives. There's gonna be a 3-pointer. That one just off the mark, rebounded by Patterson over to Mueller. UConn is the play call from Coach Kim Palmer. Kivico with it at the logo.
Changes
Okay,
it up
we're
to
going West Coast.
UCLA.
We're a little bit of the West Coast now. Pac-12 ball, going from Big East to Pac-12 right now. There's the drive in. Good defense by Wilton. Can the Warriors respond, getting turnovers, forcing the turnovers? You got to try and get those transition baskets as best you can. Drive in. Patterson, or yeah, CC Patterson back over to Fiona Mueller. So now just under 1 minute to go here. New Canaan, it's only a 2-point game here, so you're gonna try and get a quick basket. Maybe a 2-for-1 opportunity is what you want if you're New Canaan. Kivico, Patterson with it. Back to CC Patterson. Fiona Mueller, Kivico for 3. Off the rim. Offensive rebound. I think that was Callie Patterson was down there. CC Patterson getting the jump ball, will stay on this New Canaan end. So 34.9 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and 4-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. So Wilton does get another opportunity. You know, it could be as little as just 4.9 seconds though. Or sorry, 3.9.
Donaldson drove in there, unable to get the basket. So no shot clock. Wilton probably want to get this last shot here, but they've been pretty fast-minded so far in the second quarter. But it looks like that's what you're going to want to do. Almost too tall. Drive inside. That's going to be a steal. 10 seconds. You got to go quick if you're New Canaan. You can get this basket here to try and tie it or take a quick lead. Kivico, Mueller with it. Mueller, good step.
Ooh.
Leaves it short. And that will be the first half here in New Canaan. Wilton with a 14-12 2-point lead. PJ, what did you like from Wilton there?
I mean, they really, they kind of outplayed New Canaan. Their defense was outstanding, only allowing 12 points in this first half. And the offense, they were really getting under New Canaan's skin there. And they were playing a lot more aggressive basketball than we saw from New Canaan. Typically, New Canaan is that aggressor. But tonight, it has been Wilton.
Yeah, and for New Canaan, PJ, what did you like and maybe some things that they got to work on for the second half?
Well, first, I really like the defense, right? Whenever you could keep your opponent to 14 points, that's a really good, job done. Obviously, Wilton only keeping them to 12, so New Canaan still got their work cut out for them in the second half. But New Canaan, their defense has been really strong, but their offense, they've really got to try to get it inside more to Claire Agnebenny, right? She's their aggressor down inside, and if New Canaan wants to see more success under the rim, you've got to get it to Agnebenny.
Yeah, so that will be it for the end of the first half. Again, a 2-point lead for Wilton. We're going to take a quick break at halftime, and we will be back after the break.
This game is sponsored by our NC Rams All Sports Booster Club Platinum and Gold sponsors. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Anderson Kenny Architecture, a full-service practice that encompasses a range of commission, residential, and commercial projects. Each project is a thoughtful collaboration tailored for clients and their needs. The outcome is highly personal, constructed with intention and integrity. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Dr. William Fessler of Fessler Family Dentistry. the dental office for your entire family's dental needs. At William Fessler Family Dentistry, smile, you're in good hands. Platinum sponsor Frangione Engineering. Planning on putting a pool or addition onto your house? Are you having drainage issues on your property? Frangione Engineering can help you find a solution. Platinum sponsors and NCHS alumni Leo and Steve Carl of Carl Chevrolet have been proud supporters of local athletic programs for generations. Their dealership has been serving Fairfield County since 1927. Their team is ready to assist you with all of your automotive needs. Platinum sponsor Manfredi Jewels. Manfredi Jewels, your local official Rolex jeweler, is excited to continue carrying the finest jewelry and watch brands and welcome the New Canaan community to their newly renovated store this fall. Go Rams. Platinum sponsor Renaissance Partners, a family-owned and New Canaan-based residential building and remodeling company serving all of Fairfield County. Platinum sponsor Walter Stewart's. Walter Stewart's market has supported NC Rams athletics and your entire New Canaan community for years. Walter Stewart's is your fresh local market. We'd also like to thank our gold sponsor Performance Optimal Health, who proudly supports all New Canaan Rams athletes in their 2023-2024 seasons. Their team helps clients achieve their health goals through exercise, recovery, nutrition, and stress management. They offer their congratulations to all teams competing this season. Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors. The NC Rams All Sports Booster Club supports all New Canaan High School athletics. Go Rams.
Support the NCHS Scholarship Foundation. Purchase a golf ball. Someone will win a brand new 2024 Chevy Colorado. The NC Color Drop will take place March 24th at Waveney. Check out the truck today, located at the entrance of Denny Stadium. Already have a truck? There are 11 other great prizes too, including a $2,000 gift card to Walter Stewart's Market. All proceeds will go directly to NCHS graduates who rely on financial aid to help pay their college tuition expenses.
If you want to stay updated on all our Rams sports, please follow us on Instagram and Twitter at NCTV78. And in order to watch our bi-weekly broadcasts, live streams of the NCHS sports, and our podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel, also at NCTV78. Thank you, and let's go Rams!
Welcome back to the start of this second half here in New Canaan. The Rams are down 14-12 to the Wilton Warriors. So PJ, if anyone's just joining us right now, what they missed in this first half?
Well, they missed a really defensive battle. Both these teams on defense played a really sound game for this first half of action, and I'm sure both of these coaches have been telling them throughout this halftime break, you've got to get inside and you've got to score, right? We saw a bunch of fast breaks turn out with no points because both of these teams were really good kind of getting back in transition and contesting the layup or the mid-range shot.
Yeah, so New Canaan coming into this game with a 7-5 record, 5-4 in league play. Wilton 6-7, but 5-3 in league play. So those league games, they matter a lot. Every game counts. New Canaan on a 3-game losing streak. They lost their last game 50-45 to Greenwich. Meanwhile, Wilton, they beat Danbury on Wednesday 45-41, and they've won 3 of their last 4. So PJ, kind of looking at morale, how does a losing streak really affect the team?
Well, I mean, it obviously, right, it builds a lot less confidence, and you don't have any momentum going into the next one, right? Unless you're playing a really good team like, say, Fairfield Ludlow, and you get within 1 with them, right? That's kind of an accomplishment in its own, just being and hanging around with one of the top teams in not only the FCAC, but in the state. But both of these teams, right, they're kind of in that mid-range, right? They're not, both these teams aren't the front runner to win the FCAC or, you know, kind of the bottom feeders. They're both really in the middle. So you can gain maybe a little of confidence and a little momentum, even if you do lose, but nothing really much.
Just about 20 seconds until we're back up and underway in the second half. So PJ, what do the Rams need to do in order to retake this lead?
I mean, you've just got to continue to score inside. This New Canaan team, they're known for scoring inside, right? They're not one of those teams that you'll see shoot too many perimeter shots, right? You've got, I mean, I know I'm a Villanova fan, and we shoot way too many three-pointers, and that's something that this New Canaan team, they've got a lot of discipline, and they don't do as much.
Quick note, what do you guys think about Villanova? You think you're going March Madness or a little NIT again?
I mean, I hope, you know, maybe we could sneak in there as an 8 or a 7, but it's not looking too bright. We played a good game against UConn, but then absolutely stunk against St. John's.
Yeah, Big East is a tough league, though. You got a lot of more quad 1 games up and heading. This one a quad 1 game for New Canaan, if you will, with Wilton being 5-3 in league play and a big one. So again, the lineup, Lila Donaldson being out there to start the second half, a lot of minutes from her, but I think we've kind of seen maybe these last couple weeks a lot more playing time for her. So you got to imagine maybe in practice just kind of showing, you know, better than maybe previous starters. So
yeah, and also, right, she's kind of a legacy here. Her sister Maddie just graduated last year. She was a starter, I believe, first team All-State. That's kind of unheard of out of any New Canaan basketball program. You don't really see too many players make the All-State team. That's kind of more of a hockey thing in New Canaan for winter sports, of course.
There's a quick foul. So Wilton gonna go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. It's gonna be number 20, Mia Somer, to take 2 shots. First free throw off the mark. You're hearing the coaches boxing out there. Again, we said in the first half, but its rebounds are so clutch and key really in high school basketball, because winning that rebounding battle more times than not, I think, is really going to try and at least win you that game. Somer's second free throw, too strong. Ognebenny, jump ball. Buchanan will win it back. Ognebenny, maybe one of the strongest players on the floor right now. She can get almost any rebound that comes her way.
Yeah, she's really, we talked about it earlier, she towers over all of these other players. She's probably the tallest player on this court by a good couple of inches. So, you know, it's important to have a player like that on your team if you're Coach Kim Palmer, because this team is such an interior threat. We hear Ognebenny screaming at her teammates to give her help. She was trapped in the corner there, looking for anything.
Patterson up top. Good drive by CC Patterson, too strong off the backboard, but offensive rebound, turnover by the Rams. Wilton just trying to maybe just have the best tempo that they can. Good closeout by Kibiko to prevent that three-point shot. Drive baseline by Wilton. Shot off the mark, rebound by Donaldson. Fiona Mueller with it. Kivico, Mueller up top, Kivico, Donaldson to take the three. Leaves that one way short. That one's gonna stay with New Canaan. So maybe in those situations, maybe you want Mueller and Kivico to be taking your threes there. Donaldson left that one short. We've seen Patterson maybe leave some threes short. So we'll see, especially on this inbound, what the Rams are gonna draw up. They find Kivico. That's her shot from three. Oh, off the mark. Good shot. Ognabeni, great offensive rebound and the foul. Count it. Ognabeni will go to the free throw line to try and finish this three-point play.
Yeah, and that could get this Rams team a lot of momentum here. They really didn't see a lead for a majority of that second quarter of action. Now Ognabeni at the line for a potential three-point play, and if they do get the lead, right, that could pay dividends for this New Canaan team.
Ognabeni connects on the free throw. As now it's a 1-point lead for New Canaan. See how their defense is going to hold up now with the lead. You obviously want to keep this much for as long as possible. There's too tall. Turnover by Wilton. New Canaan will get this back at around mid-court. So again, just forcing turnovers, getting rebounds, really the key for success, because obviously you're going to miss some shots, but shots will always fall. So I think we had a timeout by Wilton. So they're going to talk it over. But again, 1-point lead for New Canaan here. Good start out of this halftime locker room. PJ, what are you seeing so far?
They're really, obviously, it's only not even 2 minutes in, and New Canaan, they've got the only 3 points on the board, so their offense, right, the emphasis was on offense at that halftime break. You can almost predict it, but they're really showing that they've come out to play so far. Wilton, you've got to dial up a play here to get your shooters open. I wouldn't be surprised if they go to Dineen here for a good outside shot.
Yeah, I think if you're Wilton, when you get the ball back on offense, the three-point shot's been working for them, so just trying to draw that up. Obviously, off-ball screens have just been really the best for them tonight, as just trying to get as much separation as they can. But we'll see, because it's only 6 minutes and 21 to go in the third quarter. A lot of time left to play, so we should be in for a good one. I think Wilton called that last timeout, which I did say enough. Just going to let you know that. So Mueller will inbound it, and Kivico will bring it down. Fiona Mueller with it on that right side. Patterson drawing the screen, and I think you're going to have that cut now if you're New Canaan. You kind of see that little dribble drive. Kivico with the dribble drive. She's going to turn it over. Ognabeni being physical. Jump ball over to Wilton. And honestly, I think almost any coaching staff that plays New Canaan are going to get a little frustrated with the rest, especially with Claire Ognabeni, because she's so physical. She's probably pretty much a jump ball almost every time. So you're going to want fouls, but she gets the ball, right? So you're just going to have to deal with that if you're an opposing team here. Same with Wilton. As good swinging by the Warriors. Deep three, gets the lucky bounce in. I think that was Dineen on the three. So now a 2-point lead for Wilton, 17-15. Tiger Truck. That's a new call. It's Kivico. So, I mean, hey, we saw a zone look earlier. So we'll see if they're going to switch over to man. Good take by Fiona Mueller. Little scoop layup with that right hand. Now we're back tied at 17 to go here.
Yeah, and that was a great look by Mueller to kind of just get that shot closer to the hoop with that right hand instead of the left. Obviously, as she saw, she had an open opportunity, and that's one of those things that you've just got to recognize, and good players do a good job of recognizing that, and Mueller is one of those kind of players.
Big-time players make big-time plays, right? So Fiona Mueller able to do that pretty much this whole season, and tonight, New Canaan's going to want to win this, and she's got to be able to come up big. Ognabeni, mid-ranger, gets it off the glass, and back to New Canaan with this 2-point lead, so we'll see how Wilton's going to respond here. A lot of kind of action-packed play in these last couple of minutes. As they travel on Wilton, so New Canaan winning this one back, maybe starting to feel a little pressured as Wilton. We've seen a few turnovers in these last couple minutes, and you know, New Canaan, you got to capitalize off those because you're going to get some open shots, right? So you're going to have to connect on them as much as you can. Kivico will bring the ball down.
Yeah, and this Wilton team looking really frustrated with some of these calls here, that travel among others, right? You had that Mueller drive down low, saw a player drop, and that, just saw a lot of frustration.
Kiviko for 3, off the mark. That one's gonna be out. Wilton ball. So everyone fighting for the rebound under there, but it does go out of bounds. So we'll see the response. Fiona Mueller playing inside half court, but not really a full court press here, not staying with her off the inbound. As Mueller takes a fall to the floor. Corner shot, left that one short. People getting on the ground, jump ball. New Canaan ball. So a lot of the basketball has been on the floor recently, and kind of what we alluded to in that first half. Got to be willing to sacrifice your body, dive on the floor, get those balls.
Yeah, Mueller, just another note. After that screen, she was smiling after that. So New Canaan players, they seem really comfortable in this game, right? Not getting too intense. Obviously, this is a nice Friday night competitive basketball game, and you love to see just the competitiveness from both sides.
That last play, though, was a turnover by New Canaan, so a little too tall for Lila Donaldson. Fiona Mueller, I think she wants it to stay with New Canaan, but again, that's a good play to forcing the steal. Inbound by the Warriors. See, working this inside. Kick out, 3-pointer. That's a good shot there by Wilton. That was Bilella on the 3-pointer. 1-point lead for the Warriors. We have a timeout, New Canaan. So a little bit of back and forth so far in this third quarter, PJ. A lot of 3-point shots, and I think that's going to be the key to this game.
Yeah, I mean, this game has been back and forth. I think we've seen, probably call it 4 or 5 lead changes already as we take a look at that replay to set up the 3-pointer for Bilella. Nice pass inside, then a kick out to Bilella, and she just drains it from deep. But this Wilton team, they're hanging around with New Canaan. New Canaan typically plays very well in front of their home crowd. We only saw really that one drop against Fairfield Ludlow, who's one of the top teams in the state on this home court. But other than that, they've been really lights out when at home. So Wilton hanging around, that's a good sign for the closing moments.
There's New Canaan calling that last timeout, and they will get the inbound over at half court. As Tia Kiviko with the ball, a lot of time to play, and as this game goes on, that home support's gonna, show behind for the Rams. So a lot of time to make plays happen. Ogdenbenny trying to get in her bag there with a little left hook, unable to get that one to fall. Wilton pushing the tempo here. Good pressure by Donaldson. Now Kiviko with good pressure. That's gonna be
an over and back.
Over and back call. Tia Kiviko. Great hustle, great defense there. I think the Wilton coach, maybe Coach Macklin. Coach Macklin maybe a little upset there, but all in good spirits here. So still a 1-point lead for Wilton. Kiviko gets it. You got to imagine that either Ogdenbenny or maybe Kiviko or Mueller is going to try and take a 3-point shot here. Obviously, Ogdenbenny working it inside, but we've seen a lot of threes so far from New Canaan, along with the inside looks. Mueller, good handles, driving that one inside. She's going to be fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. Again, Fiona Mueller, maybe the most aggressive player on New Canaan, maybe along with Ogdenbenny, but she gets to the foul line a lot. And she, more times than not, able to convert her free throws.
Yeah, I think right now on the night she's 1 for 2, if I'm not mistaken. But she is probably, with the exception of Kiviko, she's probably the best shooter on this team from anywhere on the floor.
Yeah. Now 2 for 3 on the night. Tie game at 20. Number 20. Can't get that free throw to fall. Ogdenbenny gets that offensive rebound. She goes up and gets fouled. So, again, getting to the free throw line a lot at New Canaan, and that can work out for you tonight. So we'll see. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think no subs so far for New Canaan in this third quarter.
Yeah, no, I think you're correct on that one.
First free throw, nothing but net from Ogden, as Wilton will make a substitution. But you got to imagine these New Canaan girls maybe will a little fatigue maybe set into them as we get into this fourth quarter. But right now, they have a 1-point lead. Make it a 2-point lead. Ogden going perfect from that opportunity at the stripe. And now we'll see how Wilton's going to respond here. A few turnovers on their last few possessions. Make it another one as Patterson gets that one over to Kivico. Thought she was going to pass it deep. We saw a lot of that in the boys' game last week when Griffin Bramwell was able to really find guys like Alex Rusty down there. So we thought I was going to see something like that. But again, working up top, you have a lead now, so just try and kind of keep the tempo. You want to control the pace when you have the lead. You can't let the other team force you into taking dumb shots. Ogden, Patterson driving right, tried to find it into Ogden. She's able to get it, almost triple teamed. She leaves that one too high.
Oh, way to fly in there. Get that jump ball by Ogden. Right, looked like Wilton just had an easy rebound, and then Ogden out of nowhere flies in, gets her hands on that one.
Yeah, it's always funny. I mean, imagine if the NBA jump ball rule was in high school, because then Ogden would have the jump ball almost every time, and I think she'd probably win that tip. But again, it's a possession arrow here. New Canaan does get the next one, though, as Wilton driving this one inside. Good pass down low. So foul. Looks like they're going to call Cece Patterson on that one. On the floor. Was on Patterson. So minute and 44 seconds to go here in this third quarter. See what the Warriors can draw up on this inbound play. That one passed down deep. Swinging it over to that three-point line. They're probably looking for a three. Travel will be called. So another turnover by Wilton. New Canaan looking to add some more points here.
Yeah, and Coach Macklin has not been too happy with a lot of these calls tonight. A lot of them in favor of New Canaan, something that we don't really see. Typically, you know, we saw in that Trumbull game, I believe, and then in that Barlow game early in the season, New Canaan was really on the losing side of a majority of the calls. But tonight, you know, they're kind of, you know, winning the calls in a sense.
There's another call. Coach Macklin saying stop reaching, because Mueller, she's getting that left side drive. Little scoop layup with that right hand. Unable to make that one, but she was fouled, so she'll head to the line for two. Pure on that first free throw. She'll look to extend this one to a 4-point lead now. Leaves that one short, but offensive rebound by Patterson, now back out for New Canaan, but it is going to be a steal. Good defense by Wilton. Driving in. Layup gets the and one to fall, and that's what you need if you're Wilton. It was Mia Somer there, gets the steal, able to bring it down with her left hand, gets fouled, gets that layup to go.
Yeah, now she has a potential to tie it up for this Warriors team, and if you're able to do that, heading into the fourth with, obviously, we've still got a minute left in the third period, but heading into the fourth, if you're able to have this game right tied or even just within one, it's huge for your team.
Yeah, the freshman Lorenz now coming into the game for Tia Kivico. As the and one is completed by Wilton. And hey, we got ourselves a ball game tied at 23. Donaldson gives it over to Mueller. Tries to find Donaldson. Sloppy passing though from the Rams. Now down low, no foul call there. Ogden gets the steal. And Mueller here, Coach Silvestri, just saying slow it down a little bit. Again, you want to control the pace. Don't let the other team really dictate what you're going to do on offense. This looks like that's what we're going to see by New Canaan. Donaldson back to Mueller. Ogden not in the middle. She's kind of on that right side block. Patterson with it. Back up top, Mueller trying to waste the shot clock as much as possible. Mueller gets it driving in. Three-pointer, and that is good from the freshman Lorenz. And now a 3-point lead for New Canaan. Great play by the Rams in offense as Wilton now with 15 seconds to go. Got to go as quick as you can here. New Canaan do not want to let up any perimeter shots to tie this one. Lorenz kind of falling. Drive in by Wilton. It's going to stay with the Warriors with just under 4 seconds to go. We'll see a quick substitution made by Wilton. So 3.9 seconds to go. We'll see if we're going to see maybe a cut layup or off-ball screen, try and dial up a little three-point, because obviously you don't have enough time, few dribbles, and able to put the ball up. We'll see. He's going to just try and pass it down to three. You got to just shoot it. And it's going to be a turnover. That will be the third quarter. So New Canaan with a 3-point lead, some big three-pointers in that third quarter. And PJ, fourth quarter?
This is where legends are made.
Exactly. So 26-23. What do you want to see from New Canaan to kind of hold it down?
You know, I really want to see them kind of work it into the interior with Agna Benny, right? She came in and played a majority of this third quarter, right? We didn't see her for the first two. She was kind of quiet. She was in foul trouble a bit, but now she's out here, and she's been playing really well, and she's drawing a lot of attention is what we're seeing, right? Agna Benny, she's not always taking the shots from inside like how you typically see this Wilton team. They're really sending a double, maybe even a triple team at her as we get another look at the Lorenz triple to give the Rams the lead heading into the fourth quarter. But Agna Benny, she's really one of those players that draws so much attention out on the floor because of her impact, and Wilton recognizing that, sending double teams, and then Agna Benny doing a great job finding her teammates like Fiona Mueller or Tia Kiviko outside for some deep shots.
And PJ, as for Wilton, what do you want to see from the Warriors to try and get back in it in the fourth quarter?
You know, they've been in it this whole game, Ryan, but I really want to see some more perimeter shooting. This New Canaan team, they're not really that good at guarding the perimeter, and New Canaan, you know, that's probably their weak spot on defense. They allow too many perimeter shots, and Wilton has had opportunities, but they just haven't taken them, and that's probably the biggest flaw in their game right now.
Lorenz, another three-pointer, leaves that one short. Almost got her own offensive rebound there as Wilton get this one back. Again, if you're just joining us, it's been a back-and-forth defensive battle so far. 3-point lead, 26-23 for New Canaan right now. So we got to see how Wilton's going to really try and dial this one up. Great cut inside, layup. CC Patterson gets called for the foul. Maybe it looked a little clean. I think that New Canaan bench wants a block, but giving her support there, because that could go really either way. That first free throw is good from the captain, Masterson. Looking to cut the lead down to 1 with this next free throw. That one off the mark. Ognemeni with the strong rebound. CC Patterson gives it over to Mueller. Not really a press from Wilton there, just trying to drop back. Lawrence has shot some threes these last few possessions. Donaldson drives in over to Mueller. Ognemeni back out. Patterson taking a rare three and banks it in is CC Patterson. You don't see that often from her, PJ, but banks it in.
Yeah, and that's one of those things, right? Patterson, as a guard outside, she really isn't as much of a shooter as some of these other players like Mueller or Kiviko, but she still finds a way to drain some shots from outside, as we saw there. She's more of a mid-range kind of player, though.
Yeah, again, the rare three-pointer from CC Patterson, but New Canaan's going to take that to a 5-point lead. Now you're really confident you're making three-pointer, so we'll really want to see if CC Patterson's going to really react to some of that. As Ognemeni down low. Again, Ognemeni just really chucked that one up at the basket. PJ, what'd you see there?
I mean, that was just a great play by Ognemeni to kind of recognize the situation and create some offense out of it and get this Rams team, you know, just extend their lead.
Ognemeni able to get that rebound down low on the floor, as now Fiona Mueller will just try and bring this one down over to Donaldson on the left side. Travel is what Wilton wanted there. They're able to get the call. So we'll see maybe more of that New Canaan response there, as we have a little substitution. Tia Kiviko now coming in in the second half. So we'll see the response here by Wilton. Now a 7-point lead for New Canaan. Really jumping ahead. Good block by Claire Ognebeni. And over to Kivico now.
Yeah, and if you're Wilton, right, they're kind of giving New Canaan just some easy, you know, they're not pressing them at all in the full court game. As you see Ognebeni with another one, but New Canaan, we saw against Ludlow, they were really, you know, bewildered by that full court press, and they didn't quite know what to do when facing it. So this Wilton team, I wouldn't be surprised if they went back to it, especially late in the game, trying to force some more turnovers.
Missed shot, Donaldson being physical down low, getting that rebound, and it's over to Fiona Mueller. Mueller driving this one. So we'll see Kivico picking up her dribble now, picking up the pressure. Fiona Mueller out to help her. Patterson unable to control it, driving in, Wilton.
Oh.
Fiona Mueller getting called for the foul, so it's gonna be 2 shots for the Warriors.
Yeah, and that was a great job by, I believe, that was, yeah, Doyle, Mary Kate Doyle, the captain for this Wilton team. That was a great job of just drawing that foul and getting an opportunity to cut this Rams lead down to 7.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 2 shots. That first one was a little too much off the front rim there. So some substitutions made by Wilton. Second free throw, again leaving it short off the front rim. Ognebeni, actually CC Patterson gets it, maybe hit in the face a little bit there. As Mueller will bring this one down. Fiona Mueller, Patterson looking for it on the cut. Over to Kivico. Kivico needs help from Mueller, which you will. Under 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Mueller driving in left side. Back out, Patterson. Patterson over to Donaldson. 4 seconds, gotta get something quick. And Lila Donaldson called for the travel. So it's a 9-point game right now, 4 minutes and 3 seconds to go. 33-24 for New Canaan. That three way off the mark. And Ognebeni able to get the rebound over to CC Patterson. Mueller now has it. Tia Kivico. And it's going to be a timeout. Timeout called there. So, again, our band playing over there. Barry's out with the guys. I want to see Mr. Kibbe out there maybe at some point. It'd be good. Maybe we can get him on the call, PJ.
Yeah, for those of you at home who don't know, Mr. Kibbe, me and Ryan's music tech teacher for the first semester here at New Canaan High School. But as it stands right now, Wilton down 9, 3:42 left in regulation. And this New Canaan team, they're really killing them on the offensive and defensive boards. Wilton really got to fire back, get some exterior shooting.
Yeah, don't know why you really stopped talking there, PJ. So it's 3 minutes and 42 seconds to go.
Ryan,
I don't know, maybe you got to just work on a little bit more on that. But it's a 9-point lead for New Canaan right now. And I think for Wilton, you want to see just more of those perimeter shots because they've been falling pretty, I'd say successfully, maybe more in that first half we saw. But, you know, right now, we just want to see. Ooh. So both teams come out onto the floor. As Tia Kivico will have it. As Fiona Mueller now almost turns it over to Tia Kivico. And Kivico is going to lose it. Fast break for the Warriors. Layup good.
Yeah, and that could have been an and one there. I wouldn't be surprised if the referees called that. Looked like a little too much contact there by Mueller.
Yeah, Lepore, the junior, able to get the layup. Now Donaldson with it. Up top to Fiona Mueller. Mueller, open, Kippico, corner three, decides not to take it. Driving in, good drive. Unable to get that one to fall. Push is the call by Wilton. They're gonna dial up. That would not have been a three. This will be a three though. Ooh, just off the mark. Good offensive rebound and a foul. We'll see who the call will be on. This is a big one. It's gonna be on Fiona Mueller. To Ognomeni, don't want to pick up your fourth foul here, but it is on Fiona Mueller. So it will be 2 shots for Wilton.
Yeah, and if you're Wilton here, the opportunity to cut it down to a 5-point game, just 2 possessions. As looks like the ball is wet. The referee needs paper towels to dry that one off.
Yeah, paper towel is a necessity. You know, you gotta have drying the ball off. Maybe a wet spot somewhere over there. So paper towels have been put into use. It will be 2 shots for Wilton. First free throw, a little too strong there from Masterson.
But Masterson, if he makes this one, she still has the opportunity to cut it to a 2-possession game, which is huge in such a close game with just 3 minutes left, as she does hit that one. So 6-point game.
Full court press now from Wilton. So New Canaan have struggled in the past to try and break the press. Donaldson to Fiona Mueller. Mueller single-handedly breaking that full court press. Donaldson, deep shot. Unable to get that one fall. Mueller leaves it short. Offensive, almost an offensive rebound. Jump ball will be Wilton ball.
Yeah, and that one, Mueller looked like she got pushed in the back there. I would have liked to see a foul call. Referees letting them play, though, here in this high-intensity, big-stakes FCAC matchup.
Great pass inside to Masterson. It's a 4-point game with 2.5 minutes. Seems like this game really has been flying by, actually. It's pretty crazy. That's the 4th quarter. I mean, granted, I did show up a little late, but this is still going by really quick. Kippico with good fake pass over to Fiona Mueller. Mueller, good pass down low, Ogdenbenny. Oh, too strong off the backboard. Will be a rebound. Wilton passing it up the floor. Too strong on the layup. I think that was Lepore. It's going to be a foul called on Wilton. PJ, anything going on in the boys' game right now?
Yeah, well, I was just checking in. I'm not quite sure the exact score at the moment, but it was 11-9 at the end of the first, which is kind of remarkable. That Wilton team is really strong in New Canaan, especially in away games. They don't play too well, so New Canaan hanging with them as we see both teams here knotted up in a close contest too. Kind of border town rivalry. These two teams, you know, these two schools really go way back in what seems to be every sport. I know lacrosse, really kind of the big rivalry nationally even, right? These two teams, or sorry, these two schools, the first 2 schools in the state of Connecticut to get, or to have a lacrosse program. So these 2 schools definitely know each other well.
Yeah, and the football game on homecoming this year was an overtime win for New Canaan, 20-13. We were there doing some sideline. So now we're moving up here. Announcing this girls' game as Claire Ogdenbenny is able to make the first free throw. She'll look to extend this lead just a little bit to 6 points, which she will do. So 1:48 to go. 6-point lead, as I just mentioned, for New Canaan. Wilton, we'll see if they're going to try and dial up some 3-pointers or some quick 2s. Masterson thought about the shot. Back up top, good drive, leaves that one a little short.
A great hustle play there by Wilton to keep that one in. Obviously got sent straight to the hands of a New Canaan player, but still great hustle.
Kippico maybe thought about taking that deep 3 for a second as Ogdenbenny leaves that one. Great offensive rebound by the junior Donaldson. It will be a jump ball staying with New Canaan.
Yeah, and that's huge, having that jump ball possession arrow in your favor, right? This New Canaan team, there have been so many jump balls in today's contest, and New Canaan you know, with the 50-50 chance, getting that one is huge.
Almost stolen on the inbound. Patterson over to Kivico.
Rams definitely looking to milk a lot of this clock.
Ooh, foul call right there. Really close to a backcourt violation, but the foul was first, so eventually we'll see if New Canaan will probably get in the bonus sooner rather than later. As of right now, will be another pass on the sideline for the Rams.
Both of these teams have one to give, and obviously with the new rule change in Connecticut high school basketball, right, the probably biggest one was the shot clock, but the second one, once you get to 5 fouls, you get in the double bonus, but it's only in the quarter, right? So it doesn't carry over through the half, or sorry, through the quarter break.
Mueller over to Lila Donaldson, over to Kivico. Time just, whoa, out. Wow, okay, no foul call seems a bit ambitious there. Mr. Rowett is fuming on the bench, but New Canaan were able to win that one back. There's a foul by Fiona Mueller. I'm just going back to that last one. I'm surprised that wasn't foul because it seemed like a pretty blatant push on Tia Kivico. So.
Yeah, but then, you know, the Rams getting it back off that fast break is huge because that reset the shot clock, and now Wilton with no fouls to give. So the next foul, which it looks like they are going to foul here, as we see there on Lila Donaldson. So Donaldson, if I'm not mistaken, is going to the line for 2.
Yeah, Bill Brown at the scores table just held up to 2 there. So we'll see Lyle Donaldson, maybe not the most prolific shooter on New Canaan, but you got to really make your free throws here as the gym goes quiet. Ooh, almost, I think, looking to bank in that first free throw off the mark. It's got to be very nervous right here. If you're a junior, right? One of your first few starts of the year, as we're just going back to the replay, seeing some of those earlier foul calls. It's Donaldson.
This one is huge. To
second free throw. A little too strong.
Oh, Donaldson tripped on the ball there.
Jump ball will be Wilton ball. So Donaldson kind of tried the banking strategy on both of those. Second one almost worked for the offensive rebound, however.
Yeah, and that would have been a huge make for Donaldson because it would have propelled the Rams to a 3-possession lead. As a lot of aggressive coaching going on for both sides.
Under 30 seconds to go. Wilton, there's a deep three. Masterson off the mark. Donaldson can't get the rebound. A lot of contact.
Patterson ripped that one away.
Tia Kivico driving down smart, waste as much time as possible. Wilton's gonna have to foul, which they will. Send Kivico for 2 shots. New Canaan in the bonus. 14 seconds to go. So Kivico at the line to shoot 2. I mean, hey, crazy things that happen in basketball, but up 6 was 14 seconds. You got to imagine that New Canaan will probably hold this one out. Well, Kivico does miss the first free throw.
Don't jinx it, Ryan. The announcer jinx.
Jinx.
Certainly real.
Soda. Second free throw for Kivico. Gets that one to fall as we have a timeout called. I actually think it was New Canaan calling the timeout there. So a 7-point lead for the Rams, 14 seconds to go. PJ, now what does New Canaan have to do in order to hold this one out?
You've just got to, you've got to make your free throws. We've talked about it all game long. New Canaan, their free throw shooting has been, you know, off and on at times. But if they are able to convert on some free throws, Wilton obviously going to be shooting a lot of threes and then trying to foul. So New Canaan, if you want to just keep the lead, keep your foot on the gas pedal, you've got to make these free throws.
Crowd's loving the drums, by the way. I'm loving the drums. This is good for the atmosphere over here. I imagine this during a boys game, especially would have been great against the Fairfield Warden. You know, that would have been crazy. Great atmosphere there last Friday, and here, good turnout for New Canaan. Again, a 7-point lead with 14 seconds left to go. And PJ, what are the timeouts here for both teams here?
I'm not 100% sure. I think
I'm not going to lie.
New Canaan has one, and
yeah,
Wilton might have one. I'm not 100% sure.
Our producer, Anab, just kind of asked us a question that is pretty hard to answer here, as Wilton coach telling his guys to just go. Has just got to really dial up a three. Off the mark. Looked good from our angle, but too strong. Jump ball.
Headed to New Canaan.
2.8 seconds
left,
to go. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any last shots here. Is this the dagger? You just got to throw that one.
Football pass. Agnemetti shoot it from half court.
And that is the game. Don't know what I think Coach Silvestri is like, shoot the ball. But it's kind of funny.
That's what I said.
Yeah, exactly. But there we go, 36-29. New Canaan picking up a big-time FCAC victory. They'll go to 8-5 on the year, 6-4 league record now, breaking that 3-game losing streak. As for Wilton, 6-8, 5-4 in the league play. And PJ, it was a great game tonight. What did you see from both sides?
I mean, this New Canaan team, they really came alive in that second half. These two teams went into halftime. I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was tied. Or maybe Wilton was up, actually, no, New Canaan was up by 3. But they really came alive in that second half. They did a really good job down the stretch of beating the press and that full court pressure. And New Canaan, they just did a really good job getting it inside. Claire Agnemetti, she had a great second half, getting the ball down low, right? We saw her kind of in foul trouble for that first half of action, so it was great to see her come out in the second half and play really well. Yeah, so New Canaan, it's going to be a quick turnaround. You still got a lot of games to go in the season, but again, an 8-5 record, 6-4 in league play, trying to make the postseason. This is huge, winning these league games, and, you know, PJ, going back to New Canaan, looking forward, what do you want to see from the Rams? You know, I would love to see them just continue to work the rock inside. This team, right, they've allowed a lot of exterior shots, but they haven't really taken a lot of their own, and that's just a testament to their strength down low inside, and that's what they've got to continue to do down this last stretch of a couple games. Yeah, so again, that will be it here from New Canaan. I'm Ryan Bell, joined with PJ Neville. We hope everyone has a good night. We have a Y-ball game here tomorrow at 2 o'clock, so it's going to be a big one. But again, good night to everyone. Hope you have a good night, as we're going to send it over to our sponsors.
This game is sponsored by our NC Rams All Sports Booster Club Platinum and Gold sponsors. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Anderson Kenny Architecture, a full-service practice that encompasses a range of commission, residential, and commercial projects. Each project is a thoughtful collaboration tailored for clients and their needs. The outcome is highly personal, constructed with intention and integrity. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Dr. William Fessler of Fessler Family Dentistry, the dental office for your entire family's dental needs. At William Fessler Family Dentistry, smile, you're in good hands. Platinum sponsor Frangio Engineering. Planning on putting a pool or addition onto your house? Are you having drainage issues on your property? Frangio Engineering can help you find a solution. Platinum sponsors and NCHS alumni Leo and Steve Carl of Carl Chevrolet have been proud supporters of local athletic programs for generations. Their dealership has been serving Fairfield County since 1927. Their team is ready to assist you with all of your automotive needs. Platinum sponsor Manfredi Jewels. Manfredi Jewels, your local official Rolex jeweler, is excited to continue carrying the finest jewelry and watch brands, and welcome the New Canaan community to their newly renovated store this fall. Go Rams. Platinum sponsor Renaissance Partners, a family-owned and New Canaan-based residential building and remodeling company, serving all of Fairfield County. Platinum sponsor Walter Stewart's. Walter Stewart's market has supported NC Rams athletics and your entire New Canaan community for years. Walter Stewart's is your fresh local market. We'd also like to thank our gold sponsor Performance Optimal Health, who proudly supports all New Canaan Rams athletes in their 2023-2024 seasons. Their team helps clients achieve their health goals through exercise, recovery, nutrition, and stress management. They offer their congratulations to all teams competing this season. Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors. The NC Rams All Sports Booster Club supports all New Canaan High School athletics. Go Rams.
Support the NCHS Scholarship Foundation. Purchase a golf ball. Someone will win a brand new 2024 Chevy Colorado. The NC Color Drop will take place March 24th at Waveney. Check out the truck today, located at the entrance of Denny Stadium. Already have a truck? There are 11 other great prizes too, including a $2,000 gift card to Walter Stewart's Market. All proceeds will go directly to NCHS graduates who rely on financial aid to help pay their college tuition expenses.
If you want to stay updated on all our Rams sports, please follow us on Instagram and Twitter at NCTV78. And in order to watch our bi-weekly broadcasts, live streams of the NCHS sports, and our podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel also at NCTV78. Thank you, and let's go Rams!